Scale. Bird is 20 feet tall.
Better question.
Actually, it's like, what's the conversion to 15 meters?
Is this the 45-foot tall bird?
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to present to you the latest movie of the Blender Institute, Big Butt Bunny and the Bunnies! Yeah!
Most of us are here because of Blender, and most of us are not even from the Netherlands, so it's like everyone left their place somehow.
I moved here last March.
I moved, 2 years now ago?
Almost 5 months now. I moved permanently 5 years ago.
It happened really quickly. Because basically I started thinking about maybe working for Blender in November, decided on everything in early December, and then end of January I was here.
I think only maybe 1, 2, 3 people who were just living here and then just happened to have their dream job in the same city, which is so lucky.
A few weeks ago, or a while ago actually, we counted that in the building there are 13 native languages spoken, which is really impressive.
It wasn't that dreading for me to think that, oh my god, I'm going to be there for the rest of my life, but it was more like, okay, that's one possibility of many. Why don't I try to see how a new chapter of my life in Amsterdam would look like?
Professionally, I started out as an artist. When I started using Blender, it was in 1998. That is 27 years ago. Am I getting that right? That's terrifying. At the time, Blender was doing these open movie projects, and they're still doing open movie projects, but it was different back then. Big Buck Bunny was the second open movie project. It was codenamed Project Peach. Like my last year of college, I applied to get onto Big Buck Bunny. I eventually heard back from Ton saying, you got onto the waiting list. Not too much later, Ton sent me an email saying like, well, someone decided that they're not gonna do the project after all, so you're on. And I don't know if I've ever been that excited in my whole life, like before or since. I jumped up out of my seat and started dancing around my apartment because I was like just so excited.
Well, here we are at the Blender Institute. Why don't we go inside? This is the inside of the Blender Institute. Just consider all the things that we have here to keep our people happy. Sometimes they come up to me and they're like, hey Nathan, I feel really happy today. And I'm like, yeah, me too. This is where all the happy people at the Blender Institute make the movies and games. Hello. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Well, I'm glad. You see how happy we are here at the Blender Institute? You gotta be careful. Tom's in here. As you can see, he's pretty busy, so we'd better get going.
For me last week was more work on path templates. I fixed a few bugs that I found myself. I also made them myself, yes.
I thought so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I fixed
Well
them
found.
myself.
Well
Yeah.
found.
Made, found, and fixed by me.
We only have like 2 high severity bugs
Great.
since the release. Like I'm pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, I was occasionally looking at the feedback thread, and it's been interesting kind of seeing people's reactions, and a lot of it has been positive, which is nice. I guess I'm going to spend the first part of the day just catching up with stuff. Yeah. So right now I'm working as a software developer, coming from the perspective of like an artist, and I want to create things. It allows me to create my own tools. So hello everyone, welcome to the animation and rigging module meeting. This last week has basically been the Sebren show. Sebren is not here today, but all the commits are Sebrens, and they're basically all a bunch of bug fixes for various things in the animation system and slotted actions and whatnot. So thank you very much, Sebren.
Hey, Christoph.
How's it going?
All good. How you do?
My goal is by the end of Monday to have the PR ready for review.
Planning-wise for me, online asset
You're
stuff.
not leaning in.
Oh, mostly it will be the online asset stuff.
Yep. We have one microphone.
We have one microphone, yeah. He is sometimes full of self-doubt, and he manages to challenge that really nicely, I think. Because he takes the time to think about the designs that we make, about the ramifications, and because he's not too sure of himself, he really just takes his time to make sure that the choices we're making are the good ones.
Well, we had met back on even Big Buck Bunny, I think, right? Or was it Sintel?
Yeah, Sintel.
Okay, it was Sintel, yeah. Was working with Sebren and, came over here from time to time. And of course, Marit also visits the Blender HQ from time to time and all this stuff. And I think that was, that's really when I felt like we started becoming, proper friends as opposed to good people who enjoy each other occasionally kind of thing,
Yeah, and also having an office together, that helped.
That definitely helped, yeah. I think we annoyed a lot of people with our conversations because, originally we were just in a shared developer room with a bunch of other people and we're constantly having conversations, work related, but still, I think it got on people's nerves a little bit.
The team has been working really hard to get this film done. I have to admit I'm even a bit nervous, even though I know it is totally awesome.
It is still awesome. No, he's just drunk. Don't listen to him, it sucks.
I feel at home, I think, as much as I would feel at home anywhere.
I think adjusting was the easy part. Leaving Germany, where I used to live, was a bit harder.
For me, making a place my space was very important.
Back in Argentina, my friends make it home, right? My family. They're coming again this summer, so I'm already planning to have some holidays with them. That's home.
I think relaxing is a big aspect of feeling at home. You are where you feel like you want to be.
If you think twice, then you're like, oh my why am I you don't want to think twice. Enjoy what you have here, what you made home, but don't think about it too much because it is, you feel the distance.
I live with Sebastian, who's another developer here. He works at the Blender studio.
Well, I really enjoy living with him. We're very much alike.
I was looking for a place to move to.
The rent was high, so I was like, I should get a roommate too.
But I didn't really know him that well at that point.
I waited a while because I didn't want to ask him the minute he arrived here, because that would seem a bit weird, I guess. He didn't know me at all.
Sebastian was like, hey, I'm looking for a roommate. And I'm like, that sounds good.
I had a bit too little. For one person, I think 2 eggs is enough. We're going to do 6 now. And then the amount of eggs you take as many deciliters of flour. This is what we call, or lovingly call, the Blender Tower. It's an apartment complex nearby the Blender studio where a lot of people from the Blender office live. So I think we have, is it 10 or 8 people?
I don't even remember anymore. It's quite a few. I think I didn't put enough butter in, and so the center just tore right out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Or I guess we can have the rejection plate here.
The rejection plates.
When Nathan had long hair, people were joking that we looked very like, as he said before.
We even wore the same shoes, or the same brand of shoes, which is really funny.
Yeah, we realized very quickly that we have almost the same interests. So it was very much like, oh yeah, I think this will work out.
I moved in, and basically, I think we pretty quickly started watching anime together.
Yeah.
Like that's definitely a thing that happens.
There's multiple times where, you know, we come home and be like, I'm trying to solve this issue, and it's this problem, and like, do you think this is a good idea, or that kind of stuff. I can feel just having you here also makes me calm.
Oh, thanks.
Like
appreciate that.
when you were gone a few times, you know, there's a lot of stress at work and whatever, and I had a harder time to wind down when you were gone. I felt, oh.
It's my birthday. One day, Ton approaches me. It's like, "You've been here 6 years." I was like, "Oh, I didn't realize."
小説書いて、小説ノベル。
さあ今回もじゃあ通訳する？
アナさんの通訳、なんかアナさんが。
So I lived in Japan for a couple of years, and this was a little while back. Taught English at these elementary schools in this fantastic little town in Japan, so this farming town. And I just fell in love with it there. It was so cool. And then I left, and particularly once I got back to the US, I just had this feeling of like, oh, I just left my home. Yeah, when I moved here, I kind of made like a tentative decision that, you know, probably I don't think I'm going to be moving back to the US again. But I didn't know if it was going to be Amsterdam that I stayed in. Even at that time, I was wanting to get back to USA.
He's going back to Japan. I already saw it coming quite a while ago, simply because he moved to the Netherlands and he was here for a while, and then he was still learning Japanese. He didn't switch over to learning Dutch. That to me was already a sign, like, yeah, he likes being here, but his heart is in Japan.
I was surprised, like, American guy, looking guy, talk to us in Japanese, and it was like really surprising. I also want to train my English, practice my English, so like it's a good idea to have language exchange.
It's been awesome. Like, it's been really good practice for me, and I hope it's been good practice for you. Japan is beautiful. This particular town is also on the coast, and it has a mountain in city limits, so it's got like all the kinds of nature you might want, except I guess desert. Actually, all my wallpaper in my room is just USA. That way I can feel like I'm already there. Yeah. It was a lot of work, but you know. And then whoever moves in there next is going to be really confused. And then when I actually move there is still a little bit up in the air because I don't have official visa approval yet. There's still a slim chance that I'll get denied, and then it'll be like, well, I guess I'm staying here, guys.
Like in Japanese animation industry, there are some studios which uses Blender as their tool.
Yeah, my impression is that Blender is really just blowing up in Japan right now. It's like so many people use it, including a lot of big studios. But there's like that barrier between Japan and the rest of the world that exists for a lot of things, but it's also for Blender because of that language and to some extent cultural barrier. I think it's mainly a language barrier thing though. It'd be nice to get the Blender community in Japan and the Blender community outside of Japan better connected with each other. Hug time.
He's the guy who made me become a hugger in 2007.
I guess it was 2007, Big
Yeah.
Buck Bunny. Yeah.
Nobody in the Netherlands was hugging, not at all. And then he came to Holland and he said, come on, let's have hugs.
Yeah.
So how long are you back?
So the visa application process is going to take longer than I was led to believe. I'll probably be here for at least a few weeks.
Did you find a place to live over there?
I did actually.
Yeah.
I'm renting a house. That's
house.
like right in the middle of
house.
USA. Yeah,
With
a
walls,
proper house.
a garden,
Yeah.
entrance.
And it's actually quite large. Yeah.
Purr. I'm having a really Japanese image in my mind. With
It is a
sliding
Japanese style
doors
house,
with
yes.
rice paper. and,
That's exactly, yeah. The
beautiful wooden floors.
tatami mats, mostly.
Tatami mats.
Yeah.
So you cannot in with shoes, huh?
Of course not. Why would
course
you?
not.
Why would you do that? Why would you
know.
ever enter a building with your shoes on?
on?
I would never do that.
You mean that there is a house available, paid for, sitting there empty.
Correct.
Half a planet away from you. Like, why am I not there?
That's a great question. Why aren't you there?
Yeah.
Get out of here, man. I don't want you here.
It's always different to be here knowing you're not coming back, because then we're close whatever apartment you're living in, and there's always the goodbyes and everything. I don't know, emotionally it's a bit different. I mean, every time you move is different, so it's hard to compare.
Like on one hand, our home can be anywhere quite easily. I don't have, very strict habits or very hard things that I would be absolutely missing.
I really feel very welcome and very comfortable, but it's not home. I think the language is a big part of it. I don't speak Dutch yet, so it feels different than when I'm in a country where I understand what people are saying. It really took some time to feel comfortable, to be the same person as I was when I left here. It really took some time to get used to everything.
My visa got approved to go to Japan. I'm starting to arrange some things, shipping some things over there and whatnot. But I'll probably be heading out in like 3 to 4 weeks now, something like that. I'm excited, and also, there's any time that I move, there's always, a combination of excitement and sadness. We put on Big Buck Bunny on endless loop. It's such a good movie. It's the best movie ever made.